Christmas mood, man.
Let me sit well. Let me sit
Charlie,
well.
sit well. Sit well.
Let me sit well. Let me sit well.
Did the two of you speak to each other before?
Yes,
coming?
we always speak to each other before we come to work.
Right,
we are
right.
always in sync, in unison.
Right.
I don't know
Except
what happens.
you,
You don't pick your
Roland.
phone calls. Why don't you pick your phone calls? After 9 p.m., you don't pick your phone calls. And I know you don't sleep early, so why don't you pick your phone calls?
Wow.
Depends if it's not official duty.
But I'm calling you officially. Am I your friend?
Right.
Roland, how are you?
I'm well. I have to thank Ellis Couture of Site 3, Community 1 Tema. Please make sure that you touch base with her. Social media, Facebook. We also have X as well as Instagram. Get the latest attire for yourself, not only for TV, but also all your occasions this Christmas.
They do
and
very
New Year.
well for you.
Alice Couture,
I like
Alice
your
Couture,
outfits.
beautiful
Yeah, it's so
lady,
beautiful.
Yeah.
and
It's so
very
beautiful.
good at
Roland,
the
we're
stitches
talking
and
to
the
you.
cutting. Once again.
It's so beautiful. Yeah.
That's it. Charlie, give me
Yeah.
close up so that they'll
Yeah,
see
close up. Well,
Close
mine
up.
is from
You look
our
very
Luri as
handsome.
well.
Oh,
Yeah, I just want to get up a
Luri.
little bit so you can see the details in my
Okay.
skirt. So, yeah.
Well, since we're all getting up.
Exactly. Yours
Since
is
we're all
from
getting
yours
up.
is from
Mine is from Pistis.
Pistis. That's very
Yeah.
beautiful.
Pistis.
Thank you.
Yeah. And they are all Ghanaian
Yes, made in
companies.
Ghana.
Yes, made in Ghana. So this is our own way of course. Oh, we should check our body out.
All right, all of you sit down,
So
sit down,
thank
sit
you
down.
so much. Oh, sit down.
Sit down, sit down, sit down.
Oh, wow.
We
You know why Roland said we should sit
Oh,
down?
wow.
Because the producer said dance a little bit. And Roland doesn't want to
Is that what the
dance.
princess said?
So just when he had danced a little bit,
Yeah.
sit down.
Sit down, sit
It's
down.
all right. It's
Well,
okay.
we know that today is the district level and unit committee elections.
Yes.
So we're going to have how many people elected? Can you give-
66,000, over 66,000.
Yes.
Yeah, and
66.
change. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's just say 66,500 because there's some 400 and
Yeah.
something numbers behind
Yeah.
it. So let's say 65,000.
So the Electoral Commission statistics indicate that there are 18,755 assembly member candidates, and then there are 47,502 unit committee members. That's a total of 66,257 candidates who are up for assembly and unit committee positions in the
Elections.
upcoming local polls today. There are 6,215 electoral areas in total across 216 metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. But this morning we're asking, how many Ghanaians, how many of you, who are watching today, how many of you are aware,
That there are district elections today.
first of all, how many of you are aware that there is district level elections today, and how many of you plan to vote? That's what we're asking.
But I think
this morning.
the prior question to that should even be, do you even know your existing assembly man or woman in your district?
area.
I think I love the question.
Yeah. Do you even know the person? And if you know the person, have you even had interactions with the person before? What have they done in the past? And are you even aware that there are elections today? And are you going to vote? That's what we'd love to know this morning when we activate the phone lines. But of course, we appreciate you for joining us this morning. So there you have it on your screens. 216 metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. Now, these are the number of candidates. The reason I said 66,000 and change. So it's 66,257 candidates. We've got 18,755 vying for assembly members, and then 47,502 vying for unit committee membership. So that's what's going on this morning. I actually wrote the breakdown somewhere.
You did,
I cannot
eh?
find it. Yes,
Fantastic.
as in the number of men and women
Hey.
who are going.
You even have the number of men and women.
important
Yes,
statistic. That's
and
an
I
important
think the number of women in total is just a little over 600.
Okay.
Out of the numbers.
Out of the 66,257.
Yes. I wrote it down somewhere. I just cannot find
So
it
there are
right
less than 100
Yes,
women.
yes.
The conversation on the number of women and women participation in politics is one that we have to have extensively. Because if there are over 66,200 participants and less than 100 are women, that's worrying.
Yeah.
That's worrying. So this
Yeah.
morning, that's what we'd like to find out from you. Are you aware of the district level elections today? And do you plan on voting? And Cookie is also asking, do you even know who your current assemblyman or woman is?
Yeah.
Let us know. And that will be our conversation for this morning segment. The phone numbers will pop up on the screen shortly, and then you can call us. But right after this morning, we're also going to cross over to Johnny, who has
Johnny's
Johnny's
mind.
bite. We'll find out what's on Johnny's mind today. And then we'll come back in studio where Roland will bring us big issue. Roland?
Well, certainly. So we're going to have a former Minister for Health as well as another Minister, Member of Parliament as well, Nana Komia, and then Alex Segbefia will be in. You know, Manasseh Azuri-Awene, alongside those personnel of the Fourth Estate, put together an investigation all together. The Ghana Revenue Authority, Ministry of Finance, all in with SML. And that contract for revenue assurance within the downstream sector of the oil sector, supposed to be generating in excess 20 million monthly, apparently, is said to be, well, a dig into the state coffers, really. You speak to officials of SEPS, etc., as well as some sources, they'll tell you that contract is needless, so to speak, is it? So we'll have also joining the conversation shortly from his base in the United States of America, where he's having further studies. The man himself who led the investigation, Manasseh Azuri-Awene, joining us live as well. So make sure you stick and stay. We'll have some great conversations this morning on the subject.
Akwaba will be joining us later on as well for the entertainment
Christmas
segment.
starts.
Yes, the Christmas is
La
here.
ilaha illallah.
Yep, don't miss
Mashallah,
that
mashallah.
conversation. Anyway, we are told there's a first caller on the line already.
No, we don't.
Oh, we don't?
Okay.
Oh,
No, wait.
okay.
Yeah,
oh,
we
we
do.
do.
Let's play
Okay.
the breaker and then come back.
Welcome back, welcome back. Now let's move on to the phone lines and speak to our very first caller of the morning. Good morning. This is TV3Neday. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning. My name is I'm calling from Tamale.
Tamale. Okay.
Yes.
Tell us, do you know your current assemblyman or woman?
First of all, let me say three of you are among my three favorite people on TV.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you very
Enjoy
much.
to see you guys in the morning, and the ladies' dresses are wow.
Thank you so much. All right.
You asked a very important question. Trust me, I don't know my assembly man.
Hey, you're not a good citizen.
And yesterday in the evening, someone from the area called me and said I should try and come and go and try to describe the person to me. I'm like, okay, I don't know the person. And what has he done for the area? And well, he's carrying himself about in the area and they are calling him honorable, so I should just come. I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. The truth is that the decentralization is good, but the assemblymen are being very little. So the apathy is because many of us don't really see what they are doing for the community, apart from attending programs, showing up and wanting to be called honorable. Okay. However, this year I said I was going to be a very active citizen. So I'll go and hopefully someone convinces me to vote
For them.
But the main one will be the general elections we are waiting for.
Okay. Okay. All right. We thank you, first of all, for your honesty. And it just tells us that there's a whole lot of education that must be embarked on by the Electoral Commission of Ghana. And of course, media houses must support, all of us must support to be able to carry the education out there. And I can just presuppose that most of the people who would be calling us this morning may not know who the assembly men or women are in their area. I don't know mine. I don't even know if it's a man or a woman. I don't know the person.
I have Charity Siame, who is the assembly member for the Ajekwejo electoral area.
Okay.
Alongside her, we have a number of them also contesting for the unit committee election.
Okay.
Ajekwejo is in the Tema West constituency. And then also a great friend of mine, Julius Avixen, is also contesting alongside Charity Siame to be elected as part of all this bulk of people. So I know it's because my road is not good.
My road is worse, but I've never seen
my road no good, so every time they look for the assembly member.
My road is worse, but I've never ever seen the assembly member. Never, ever, ever. Do you know yours?
I refuse to answer this question on the grounds that it might incriminate me. But you know, Cookie, that's a very important question
It
that
is.
you asked.
Yeah,
and
it is.
you know, it begs the question: are assembly members doing the work that they have been mandated or tasked to do? Because if they were, we ought
Why
to
wouldn't we know them?
about them.
That's another caller.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Good morning.
You're welcome to the show, sir. So, first question: do you know who your assemblyman or woman is?
Thank you for your time. I'm grateful that I know my assemblyman for our area that she has done nothing.
Oh, relax. We didn't say condemn them. When we asked you a question, do you know
He's
them?
assessing
He
the
says-
assemblyman. Please take it easy.
He says he knows who they are, so that's a good thing.
Yes, and he's
Yeah, that's
now
a good
doing the
thing.
assessment. Leave him alone to do the assessment.
So tell us what your expectations have been of your assemblyman and why you feel that they have not been met.
Please come again.
Said you should come again.
What are your expectations of your assembly member?
Hello.
You can't hear me. All right. Would you be voting today? Why not?
Vibe.
You are aware that level elections will happen today. Did you say yes, you think?
No, that's what I said.
That's what you are aware, but you're not feeling the vibe. Okay, the connection wasn't so great there.
You
But
didn't
thank
feel
you.
the vibe.
Thank
He's
you.
not
He
feeling
wants to
the
feel
vibe.
the energy. But what is the election vibe really? Is it that you know that there's an election and so you vote?
No, but
Or you
but,
won't
but,
vote.
but,
Or
but
you won't vote.
I think in reality, one, we're trying to make a very light-hearted atmosphere of the situation.
Yeah.
The responsibility,
serious one.
the responsibility of the Electoral Commission, as enshrined in the Act or the law that establishes it, also shows a certain trajectory of the Electoral Commission not trying to undertake its work, because it needs to closely do this with the National Commission for Civic Education.
Right.
And you can clearly see that despite all the big budgetary allocations that are approved for the Electoral Commission, education for the district level elections compared to what had transpired in the past has been very poor. And I think we need to be up and doing. It speaks volumes about how well or unwell a local government structure or system either is working or is not working.
Right.
You just have to go to the communities and see how badly roads are undertaken and how development in such areas, which we needed to have some of these individuals like the unit committee members, the assembly members to lead the forefront of advocacy, to be clearly seen to be poor. It's a very sad situation
Very
as we
sad.
have it.
Yeah.
But Jonas is on the phone lines.
Jonas is
Yes. Hello, Jonas. Good morning. Thank you for
Hello.
joining us.
Good morning. How are
Yes.
you, madam?
Very well, thank you. Please speak to
Thank
us.
you. Yeah, please. I have a concern. I want to report to you. I'm calling from Tema.
Okay.
Top 10 down. It's not about the district assembly election, but I have a concern about immigration and the police around the MF area. There are some Nigerians living in around the top 10 down, and Ghana police and immigration have taken the opportunity to take money from these people. Look, they have taken their monies, their chairs, even chairs, rice, and coffee. Almost is rice. In Kunya.
This is where again, Tema.
Tema, top 10 down.
Tema top 10 down.
Top 10 down.
Is it Tema or
Almost
Tema?
for rice. They are taking their rice they are eating, their rubber chairs, they are computed. They will come 3 days, they will go 3 days. Like every day, they are just disturbing the guy. Take 5,000, 10,000 from the people. Is that how we should live in this country.
But what's the reason these
it's very
people?
bad.
What's the reason these foreigners do not have resident permits or work permits? I want to understand the premise.
Resident permit. If they don't have resident permit, deport them. Deport them. Let them go. But you can't be arresting them. Take them to the police station and go 3 days. Every day, the next day they will come. They will take 5,000, 10,000 from them. They will take their lives. Even drinks. Is that how to police do immigration work?
So this is just sheer harassment by these.
This harassment. They have taken rice bags of.
Okay.
Their drinks. Is that how to police do immigration work and police work? Talk them down.
Okay. We thank you for your concern this morning. This is TV3Neday. We get results. Stakeholders are listening to us this morning. So I am very, very sure that by the time I'm sure this phone call even ends, they'll get to the bottom of this matter. But we're asking that all stakeholders who are responsible for immigrants into our country, when it comes to work permits, resident permits and all that, would get to the bottom of this issue. We do not have any substantial evidence apart from what he's saying, but I'm sure when the authorities get into it, we will know exactly what's happening.
Well, I have this one from Anthony Hope Ahedo, who says that the way people in my area, specifically Dodoa, have taken this election, it's more than World Cup.
Wow.
And
that's good to hear.
He's saying that by the next time, the two of you should contest.
Oh, okay. In our area. Okay.
Oliver George says, I know my assembly member very well, and he's a senior brother, but frankly speaking, he has done nothing for the community. He's rather against progress. So I encourage all the people of Pando Toko to go out to vote massively for Joshua Phil Amenyogbe. Hey, Oliver George. And then Sheikh Abubakar Ali Napare, who is with the Life Foundation. Thank you for the great work you're doing by way of charity. Says that I know my assembly member. I did a cleaning up exercise with him on the World Toilet Day in my area.
Oh, he's been working. I mean, he's been working.
And Sheikh Abubakar Ali Napari with his Light Foundation also do a lot of work as well, charity and giving. And then our own Samuel Amatepe has given us a whole list of people in the electoral area for Ofako electoral area. We have a number of them as well. Hey, Charlie, Isaac Buedi, Jones, Tanu, Dominic Kwashi, Fortune Hajra, and then John Abeka.
We have to cross over now to Johnny. Yes.
Some of your approach. I mean, sometimes we take a hard bite. It helps us as police.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.